Welcome back. It's the segment for the logistics pandemic, and what that means is loads of people are moving into it without following the ethics or the rules guiding logistic business. We have our guest in the studio this morning. We have a gentleman that will take us through this topic and let us know what we need to do, because I keep telling people it's not just about talking about what the challenges are, but also it's nice for us to prefer a solution. Please, let's welcome our guest in the studio this morning, Mr. Joseph Okole. Joseph Okole, good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, he's the MD, Experion Logistics Services. It's good to have you in the studios. Now tell us what is about this, the logistics business in Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me once again. My name, like you said, my name is Joseph Okole, and then I am the MD of Experion Logistics Services. Now, the logistics business in Nigeria lately is like on the rise. A lot of people are ordering things from abroad. A lot of people is growing exponentially, and so a lot of people are coming in thinking there's, to take an opportunity of the surge to begin to get into the business, to run the business with the sole purpose of making money without knowing or understanding the intricacies of the business, the deep things that makes the business worthwhile. For us at Experion, I did not start out as a logistician, but due to necessity, we saw a gap. People would deserve the best. Some shenanigans will just come tell you, bring your goods in 2 days, 3 days, you will get them to UK, you receive them. At the end of the day, 1 week gone, you're not seeing your goods, and it's pathetic. I lived in the UK for a while, and I was fortunate to work for big companies like Amazon and the likes, and I saw how you can even get 24 hours delivery. It's not rocket science.
International.
In fact, where I lived in London, we were getting ugu vegetable 24 hours, fresh ugu from Nigeria. I said, this is possible. Why should I order something and somebody said it will take 3-4 days? The next thing I'm waiting 1 week, 2 weeks, stories. We looked at it, myself and my friends, and we looked and said, look, there's a gap here. We studied the process and look, we can come back and, looking at this gap and look for a way to kind of bridge that gap. It is not difficult. So we studied the entire system, how they approach abroad and all of that. We came back and made some good partnerships, solid partnerships, and get a streamlined process where all those bottlenecks have been addressed. So if you come to us now, our logo is cheetah. There's a reason for that. It's because cheetah is the fastest land animal, and our motto is delivering smiles every mile. If you come to us and say it will take 2 days, or even before that 2 days, you'll get it. That's why we're in the business, to solve problems, to ensure that Nigerians, if you order anything from abroad, we'll say you're getting it in 3 days, in 3 days you will get it. Because we have built the system, streamlined it so that, look, our partners, every loophole is blocked. And you can do real-time tracking. It's in Brussels now, it's in London, it's in Maryland, it's at your doorstep. You can track it from the beginning to the end.
Okay. Vera, if I don't know anything about you, I know you travel a lot, international and local, and you are a business guru too. I know you also do, exchange of goods.
Because hyping.
No, because I'm going somewhere. When we have somebody,
everything.
When we have, a face that is not regular on television, and they are giving us this kind of analysis, sometimes we need to share our personal experience. I know I've not really been sending goods. Now, who get money go send goods and all? So I'm calling you, Vera. What are the challenges, that has affected your business one way or the other? I mean, during export and import of goods and services in Nigeria? I mean, maybe we can
Yeah,
just
because
like ask,
that's why I took time to listen to you very
him.
well. Because when you say logistics, I do a part of that kind of business.
That's fantastic.
I patronize people, But I see that some people tell you when they come up, they tell you you get in 24 hours, you never get that in 24 hours. They tell you your load, sometimes they'll give you excuses, it's stuck somewhere, it's going to take time. And they have what they call door to door. You also have the one you go to their office to go and pick up.
Yeah.
The door to door, they bring it to your house, to your door. You pay for them to take it for delivery. Sometimes the door to door will stock somewhere, and they say they just want to do checking, especially in the UK. They want to check this, they want to check before it gets to you. Meanwhile, that goods were paid door to door, and you're telling them, I need it in 3 days' time, because maybe the wedding is taking place in the 4th day, or that same day, or 5 days to that time. You might never get to use those things before then. That brings me to you now.
Right.
I know that this is your business. Tell me why you think, you said it in your introduction, why you think and what one can do, or who to patronize that will not be giving heartbreaks. It has really spoiled a lot of ceremonies, it has spoiled a lot of businesses. Businesses aren't striving because of it, because your goods are stuck, and if it's perishable goods, you're done for.
God help you.
So tell us, why do people go into things like that, and what do you think our own government here can also do to stop this wicked act?
Yeah, of course. Thank you very much for that beautiful question. I like that. There's generally unemployment in the country. Let me come down. People are hungry. People are hungry. People are looking for what to do. Now, someone just go, if I just come up and what can I do? Okay, you can ship things, just tell people, without even knowing, sitting down to understand the process of the business. Now, some people, for instance, they'll ask you to bring this, and in 2 days, you'll get it. Not knowing that there's what we call dangerous goods. Now, if you have dangerous goods and you do not have knowledge of how to handle it, or you're not supposed to send that particular good to this particular country. There are goods that can get into UK. That same good cannot get into US.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. If you don't have that understanding, they model up everything and send it. In the middle of the journey, customs somewhere stops your good and begin to ask questions. Why is this thing? Sometimes they won't even call you. They'll get it destroyed. Then it becomes a problem between you and the person shipping and the customer. So people need to have knowledge of this business before getting into it. That's where government comes in regulation. Before they get you approved to be a logistic company, there are certain things they need to check, to understand, to ensure that you have them. You have the knowledge, you have the capacity. Because if you say, okay, before you register, I want to do this, I'm registering this business as a logistic business, then the people regulating will come and say, okay, what do you have? Let's see what you have before we approve. Are you good to go? And once you have those things in place, then it tells them that you have an understanding of the business. You will not be part of or one of those people that will collect goods from people and not deliver as at what you do. I hope I answered.
Yes. Yeah, but the regulatory body now is what we will need to look at. How do they operate? We need to know how they operate. We need to know what they need to do, because we need solutions to all of this.
Absolutely. If you ask me, I have no idea what the regulatory body.
But let's talk about your company then.
Yeah, okay then.
So if I give you goods in 2 days, what will happen? Is it not going to be the same story?
Yeah, like I said before, we've sat down and looked at it. The business was born out of a problem. When I was in the UK, I sent stuff to Nigeria, and God knows I went through. This is Stevie, let me not say. I had to be going to one warehouse to check if my stuff is there 1 week, 2 weeks before I could get it, and all of that. From there, then nothing the feeling that, look, why is this thing so difficult? But having worked in global company, I saw that this thing is not rocket science, like I said before. It's possible if you do your homework well, have good partnership, have systems in place, and all of that. So why you come to us, our business is built on speed, reliability. and excellent customer service.
Are you just local? Are you just international rather? Do you do local?
We do local and international, but we are more on international.
Okay.
We are more on international. So we put processes in place that look, if we tell you it will get to UK in 3 days, from the time it leaves our office, we'll send you the tracking of you can follow it up and you see it. Even before the 3 days elapses, you see it at your doorstep.
So what things can we send to the UK? Foodstuff. What?
Yeah,
we need to know.
Name them.
Which one is not accepted?
Okay, let me first go with the ones that are accepted.
Okay.
The usual elubon, amala, brown beans, oloyin and the rest, gari, palm oil, bono, blended, egusi, blended, dry fish, well dried. If it's not well dried, it's not going to pass. Dry vegetable, pando yam, stock fish, protein. Like for UK you can do pomo, some other country you can do pomo, but not everybody can do pomo to UK as well.
Okay.
Pomo is like a contraband.
Yes, somehow, but we have, like I said, we built a system where some things we can take in. So we can take in pomo, but pomo cannot go to the US.
How about medications?
We do cosmetics, we do medication. In fact, we're big on medication because a lot of people are ordering. I remember I had a problem when I was in the UK. I had malaria when I first got there, and I realized that malaria, as common as we think malaria is here, it's a big problem there. I was quarantined for 14 days. I said, come on, malaria. And they will not give, there's no malaria medicine. They ask you to be there, be taking water. And I said, what's this? So people there sending us stuff, prescriptions, load carton, sent to them. It gets there and they're happy. So we do cosmetics a lot too. We do a lot of cosmetics as well. So we do.
Okay, let's talk about your reach, because sometimes when people get to see new faces on TV, the first thing that comes to their mind is where is their physical office. As African man, seeing is believing.
Absolutely.
Not just those, because a lot of people will tell you now we are online. You can follow us on Instagram.
Absolutely.
We have apps. You can we know you're online, but we want to know if you have a physical office. So I would like you to also share that details too.
Yeah, thank you very much, Serial. Experion Logistics Services is located at Riggs Plaza, Suite 16 and 17. Riggs Plaza, beside Mother and Child Hospital. Number 2, Ogunisi Road, formerly known as Sherry Road, Ojodubega. I'll take that again. Plot Suite 16 and 17, Riggs Plaza, besides Mother and Child Hospital, 2 Oba Ogunisi Road, Ojodubega.
Okay,
but your phone number, we need to know how to contact you.
My phone number, our phone number is 070 770 148 48 105.
You need to take that again.
I keep mixing the numbers. We have about a lot of numbers. So 070 701 48 105.
070 770 14815.
Is it correct?
Okay, yes, that's the number here for that. 070 7701 4815.
Correct.
Yeah, your final words. Tell us what to expect.
Yeah, from Experion Logistics, we've come not to, bamboozle. We've come to solve a problem. So we are telling you that have confidence in us. We are reliable, we are trustworthy. A trial will convince you. Bring your goods. Some will say, what's the minimum? We'll do 5 kg. But if you want, the maximum will be if you want to ship Nigeria as a whole, we can take it there for you.
I hope I'm going to be your first client now. First coming on this show.
Fantastic.
And I hope it's very affordable. Viewers at home must hear this. I hope it's affordable.
Yes, thank you. I think I was going to say that. Now, we are very affordable, but we are not cheap. We are very competitive. In terms of being competitive, we are very low. But in terms of it being cheap, it's not cheap.
Because that's why I said affordable. I use the word affordable.
Some people say, oh, it's cheap. No, it's not cheap, but it's very affordable. if you compare with competition. We're very affordable. In fact, if you compare us with other big, we are low. But for shenanigans, we are not with them.
We want to thank the MD of Experion Logistics Services for coming on the show today. I'll patronize him, and
Thank
I
you
hope
very much.
it'll be cheap for me, not
Yeah.
affordable.
Yeah.
Cheap for me. I hope so. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so very much for having me.
Well, viewers at home, we'll go on this break, and when we continue, Bumper Breakfast Show will be up again.